What's your name?
My name is Dale Flood, and I am a social worker. I have a BSW.
And can you talk to me about how you felt as though body image affected you as a child and how it took you into adulthood?
Okay, I would say that I struggled with that issue as a child. I have a birthmark in the center of my forehead, and it's two different shades, light and dark. And as a child, I would get picked on. People would say, "Oh, you two shade, you dark and day and night," and that type of thing. And as I grew older, I always tried to find a foundation to cover the birthmark. And um, now I've kind of embraced it, but I still sometimes kind of have an issue with that. But also, um, growing up in a segregated school, and within our race, the hair issue, my hair was always short and tightly curled, nappy, as we call nappy. And, there was a difference made with, where back then, the lighter complexion you were, the people thought you were more beautiful. And for example, with our Christmas plays, the light complexion girls with long hair would be the angels, and the rest of us would kind of just hover around the stable, like I guess not that we were the animals, but there was a difference. Um, I think sometimes if you really have low self-esteem, it really can cause depression, and it affects just your whole life, dating, and men you choose. You allow issues. Um, Wherein, if you had a strong self-esteem, I don't think you would make as poor choices,
And
poor choices with, men.
do you think that you had any issues with self-esteem? Did you have high self-esteem, low self-esteem?
I think, for the most part, I had very low self-esteem, and it's until recent years that I have learned to love myself. And though I know the Bible tells us that we are wondrously made, and I have felt a lot better about myself in recent years, but I'm much older now.
Were you able to seek any type of professional help in regards to the self-esteem?
I think no. Well, actually, I didn't. I think what helped me the most is family support and people just loving you. And I learned that it was so much more important to be beautiful on the inside. So I had really um, worked hard at. Well, I don't have to work hard at it, but I'm a kind person. I just think it's more important to be beautiful inside, and that's what people say about me. But I guess as time wears on, it's less important, the outward appearance. So I guess I'm much better
And
when
you
it
were
comes to
it,
that.
and in the beginning you were saying body image can lead to depression and low self-esteem and things of that matter. Have you ever had any issues with depression due to your body image?
I guess, be honestly, um, probably. I don't think I experienced major depression as a result of body image, but I would say that just dealing with relationships, I think it doesn't make you happy when you're dealing with poor self-esteem, and in the world there's so many beautiful women, and if you don't, and I don't see myself, I didn't picture myself as a beautiful woman. I would always say I'm just average, and even now, I'll say I'm an average looking woman, and but I still feel much better about myself.
Okay, that's good. So, do you feel as though the media plays a big part in any type of way
Oh,
of
for sure. I think even still on TV and in videos, music videos, we still have the shapely women, with the nice legs, and well, we've kind of kicked in, so you can have long hair if you want that, but I think that's still important in media, and features that are more Caucasian. Like,
do you have any children?
I do. I have one son.
And do you think he have any issues, or are you trying to help him overcome any type of body image issues, especially
I
with media being so big now?
I don't think that he does, and I purposely make sure that I tell him he's handsome every day, and I also make sure he's aware that it's more important to be a decent person, to have beauty and inward beauty. But I make sure that I just do that for him.
And how old is your son?
He's 12.
So he's in middle school.
He is.
Do you feel as though there's any type of bullying in school due to body image?
I would think so. My son hasn't experienced it, but I'm pretty sure that other kids, because you're too skinny, you're too fat, nothing much has changed, from the time we were growing up. I think that as long as there are human beings, some people will always find a reason to bully or put somebody else down because they're different.
And hearing you talk about your experiences that you went through in school, is that what makes you want to make sure that your son has a positive body image himself, so he won't be a target?
Oh, for sure. And I really would love to do work with young ladies, because I think that I don't mean to keep talking about the relationship thing.
No.
But it's so important. If you have low self-esteem, you will find yourself allowing people to treat you less than you deserve, way less, that you're less than, or that you're just content to be with somebody, because this is the best you can do. But if you feel, if you feel good about yourself, you really won't tolerate a lot of nonsense from people, and you will, allow yourself to be treated like the queen that you are, despite what you look like.
And I hear you saying that that's something that you would want to do in the future, is working with people, work with women in regards to relationships. Well, since we are counseling students, what do you feel as though we should go out and be able to help people with dealing with body images that affect low self-esteem and so forth?
I think that it's important to say to people, to be your best self. I mean, I think that it's a good thing to encourage people to do what they can to enhance their appearance. I mean, and overall body image, like exercise or whatever. But I still think most importantly to instill in people that character, I know that's not what we're talking about, but, kind of goes hand in hand.
It goes exactly hand in hand. Do you feel as though those that are counselors need to also examine themselves to make sure that they're not presenting such a negative body image to others?
Yes, I do. I definitely think so.
Okay. Is there anything you want to leave for my class or want to say to my class that are future counselors?
I would just make sure that you're positive when you're dealing with people and non-judgmental. Meet people where they are. You may not understand why a person, you could be looking at a person and think, oh, she's beautiful, why would she have that issue? Because sometimes it's deeper than just, I'm just feeling unattractive, it's some other underlying issues perhaps, but just kind of meet them where they are and encourage them and try to help them to kind of feel better about themselves, or, do some things that are positive so that it will enhance their whole being.
Thank you.
You're welcome.